The Hartley Show is an entertainment program and does not own any of the copyrighted material featured in this episode. All copyrighted material featured will be used as fair use for the purposes of criticism, comment, news reporting, and/or research. Taki.
Today on The Hartley Show, the zombie update. So I'm going to talk about zombie stuff a little bit here. Of course, I got to start off talking about The Walking Dead, the TV show, which has let me down immensely as of the last season. Lots of great setup. Every single time there was zombie action, with the exception of the Rick and Michonne on the Road episode, it was garbage. Every single zombie resolution fight ended in zombies being held at bay that should have been chewing up people's arms. We were just going, and we're totally ineffectual. And the big fight at the end with Negan and the Saviors, everybody was just a bunch of fucking idiots. Their great tactics were standing out in the open and the bad guys just never firing their fucking weapons, even when they were about a meter away. It was a horrible, horrible letdown. And who can forget about Carl using the eye he doesn't have to aim? Well done. I place all the blame personally on what's-his-schnuts there, the main director for The Walking Dead, who seems to have a real thing for makeup and not action sequences. I'm hoping to dear God that the next season they could pull their heads out of their asses and stop taking their massive, over-the-top audience for granted and start to focus on what's good again, like Fear the Walking Dead, that's getting everything right now. It was a show I thought I was going to give up on, but holy fuckballs, Season 3 has been amazing. From the pilot right through to last night's episode with the return of, spoiler alert, the mass murder of El Salvador. I'm not going to say it because some people here haven't seen it yet, but man, it's just been fantastic with my favorite zombie kill of all time, dude getting pulled through the wall. You knew it was going to happen the second he walks up to that wall. I'm not even going to give you a spoiler alert. If you didn't know that guy was going to die and you're watching a zombie show, you're just stupid. Yeah, no, you're stupid. But moving on from the Fear the Walking Dead success that I'm loving, I also recently fell in love with two zombie films. First off, Victor, Train to Busan. Busan. It's a Korean film about a father who works too much to spend time with his daughter. His daughter just wants to go see her mom, and the zombie breakout happens when they're on the train, and it all goes to shit in a handbasket. Just a fantastic, deep, heartfelt movie. I was a crying baby by the end. And one of the things I really loved about it is that it's more of a sort of Hitchcockian approach to horror. It's not all gore and guts. The zombies, when they kill people, it's a little bit more sedated. It's more that you see the zombie go down and chew someone up, and when they come back up, their mouth's covered in blood, as opposed to literally watching them rip the sinew and bone and all that crap to pieces. I'm not saying I hate that, but I think sometimes there's too much of a focus on gore and less focus on just scaring us. I did have one complaint with the movie. I'm just going to set this up for anybody who watches it, because there's a moment where I was yelling at the TV. There's a great setup for a big zombie fight where one of the supporting characters is a field hockey player, from what I can tell, and he goes to wrap himself up with tape. And the big strong guy, who's wearing a quilted jacket, takes off the quilted jacket to wrap himself up in tape and not really cover his arms at all anymore, and not even cover his fist, the part that he's putting in zombies' faces. It frustrated me, even though it looked really cool. That was the only thing I didn't like about the movie. The next movie that I recently fell in love with was The Girl with the Gifts. It is apparently based off a book series that I've heard is just fantastic. Haven't got there yet myself. And man, what a great movie. A wonderful take on the zombie concept as a whole. It takes it to a really fascinating, realistic place where there is an actual real-world zombie virus. It's a fungus that takes over insects' bodies and makes them spore out and create more of these sort of zombie insects. It doesn't work like zombies as we know it, but that's their take in this movie, which was kind of a spoiler, but not really a spoiler at all. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Glenn Close is fantastic in the movie. Just well worth your time. Probably my favorite zombie movie to date. Moving on back to The Walking Dead, what I'm loving about The Walking Dead more than anything, Two things. The Here's Negan story they've been doing in the back of Image Plus. It's I think a 3 to 4 page story they're telling every month. It's about to be reprinted in hardcover come October. It's just been fantastic. The origin of Negan. Where did he get that bat? What was he like before? He was a dick, spoiler alert. Just fantastic. Look for it in October. And I'm really into the book series right now. I'm just wrapping up the 2-parter Fall the Governor, and then after that moving on to the next chapter. I'm finding the book version of Walking Dead, which takes place in the comic universe, even better than the comic itself. Although I've heard a lot of people complain about the writer's writing style. I do not have that complaint. I find it really easy to absorb, and I'm loving them. So there you have it, Zombie Update. As always, a big thanks to you for watching. A massive thanks to Netherworld Collectibles for letting us hang out in the store. And let me know what you think of the Walking Dead stuff. Fear the Walking Dead. Did you enjoy Girl with the Gifts? Did you like anything that I talked about? Any zombie stuff you want to recommend? Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.